Alrighty guys, what is going on everybody, and welcome back here to another live stream. I hope everyone is doing alright out there. Glad to have everybody here for today. We are going to be doing ourselves a bit of forecasting for the live stream here because, like I said, my friends, we got ourselves another event that is on the horizon here. Yet again, some of the same areas that we literally just seen this one event happen. We're talking about it again, potentially happening across portions of the Midwest region, the Ohio Valley right again. Definitely, like I said, definitely something we do need to be watching out for. So in this live stream, we are going to be going over what we can expect, when we can expect it. We'll also be doing personal forecasts as we have been doing for you guys in order to make sure that you guys are staying up to date. Anyways, let's go ahead and see who is here for today. We have Shadow, we have Riley, we have Chad, we have Logan, we have Red. We have Robin, we have Scorpion, we have Hardcore, we have Cyclone, we have Forecaster Mia, we have Rain. Let's see, Jonathan, Christian, Michael, John. What's up, everybody? Hope everyone is doing all right out there. Glad to have everybody here again. So, anyways, but let's go ahead and dump right on into this here. So here's the thing. So on this Tuesday, we are indeed seeing ourselves another threat for severe weather. Now, this is something that's looking a little bit interesting as we have been watching for the last few days here. Like I said, we definitely do need to be talking about this. I am going to be, like I said, I am going to be going to in depth in this live stream with you guys, going to kind of show you what we can expect with this. Anyways, areas here as of now that we really need to be watching out for, okay, is areas here in northern Arkansas, the entire state of Missouri, yet again, should definitely be watching out for this on Tuesday. Same thing across portions here of Illinois, basically western Indiana here. And that is basically what we are looking at. So southern Iowa, that's kind of, the Goldilocks zone, the big area we need to be watching out for. So overall, as of right now, from the risk that we have here from the Storm Prediction Center, we have ourselves a 30% chance probability of seeing severe weather across this area in orange. Now, you might notice how there's a bigger yellow area that stretches all the way to basically northeastern Texas, up into portions of western Ohio, basically, even into portions of southwestern Michigan. It looks very identical to yesterday's threat. I don't know if you guys have kind of pictured that, but this is the threat for Tuesday. This Tuesday, we are seeing ourselves yet again another severe weather event that definitely does look like something we do need to be looking out for. Anyways, but I tell you what, my friends, we're going to go ahead and jump on over here to the models. I want to go ahead and get some model action in here. Go ahead and show you guys what the long range looks like in terms of the system, in terms of what we can expect out of this and, everything like that. But anyways, let's go ahead and switch on over there right now, my friends. So here we go. So this is the American GFS model. This stands for the Global Forecasting System. This is a very, very extended model. This one goes very, very far out. Now, whenever it comes to this model's agreement, we are seeing ourselves a lot of moisture being injected across the Northwest. So to my friends up there in the upper elevations, you definitely are going to be feeling a lot of potential here, regarding some upper level snowfall. Let's see here. Lillian with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Do I think I'll get severe weather? And with Saul, possibly. I would keep an eye on it because your state kind of towards where you're at does have the severe weather threat, so keep that in mind. Once again, thank you for the $2 super chat. But yeah, we track way down in time here. We get ourselves a very strong area of low pressure that starts to really kick off across portions here of those upper elevations there, kind of towards like Colorado. And you notice how it's going to be bringing a lot of potential heavy snow, through Wyoming, throughout Wyoming, portions here of the Dakotas potentially. This one could be driving a lot more snow according to the American GFS here out of this system. what happened to my camera? Out of this system compared to the last system here. So this one could be bringing more of a snow concern in terms of what we need to be looking out for. Now, according to the early runs of this model, we are seeing ourselves a little bit of pink and kind of purple popping up in there. That could mean a bit of ice. That does seem to be a possibility. So we'll definitely be on the lookout. Anyways, we track our way down in time here, and you notice there's a big old line yet again that forms out of the storm system here. This is that big old cold front that's going to be driving a lot of severe weather potentially on it. Once again, this is here for Tuesday. We're going to be watching out for. And in terms of things, it looks pretty significant. It definitely looks like it could be producing, yet again, tornadoes being a big concern, maybe some damaging winds, and obviously potentially some hail again. This is kind of another triple threat. This is definitely something we need to watch out for. And this is honestly kind of like what the early stages looked like on yesterday's event that actually occurred. This is kind of what the beginning stages actually look like with that last system. So it kind of looks like overall there's a lot of similarities between these two systems here overall. So keep that in mind. Anyways, but yeah, very, very strong low pressure system kicks its way up here, driving potentially a lot of snow for North South Dakota, and eventually tracks its way eastward. Who knows, maybe it could cause some more severe weather across the east as well. Kind of similar to kind of what it did here today. Anyways, but that's according to one model. Now let's go ahead and bring this over here to the European model. The reason we take a look at different models is because they have their own opinions here. We need to take as many opinions in as possible. We cannot just look at one model because that would be pretty biased. And when it comes to weather forecasting, you need to kind of find these similarities and the agreements between what these models have to suggest. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and track our way down here in time. We'll go ahead and load up the latest model here. So we track our way down here in time with this model. Once again, very, very similar to what we were seeing there with the American GFS. A bunch of snow being kicked up across the upper northwest. Very, very strong low pressure system kicked its way up across portions here of, Colorado, driving some snow there for portions, of Wyoming. And then, of course, the system does drive its way down here, basically, up here to the north. Once again, bringing those areas here towards, North, South Dakota, portions of Nebraska, Minnesota, Wisconsin, potentially in line here for yet again, maybe even some more snow. And this one, like I said, this one does seem to be kind of in the early stages as of right now. It does seem to be bringing the concerns of, like I said, more snow. I definitely do think that is going to be a possibility out of the system compared to what these both models have to say. Anyways, but this system tracks its way through, drives its way down. I mean, look at this model, though. This is the ECMWF, and you see this very nasty-looking line of storms that fires up here all the way into portions of Wisconsin. And like I said, if we take a look here back over at the current risk here, we do have ourselves that severe weather risk here for Tuesday that does actually track its way into southern Wisconsin here. Once again, a lot of areas here potentially could be being impacted by this event here. So, like I said, anywhere inside of this yellow and orange shade of color, we're going to, get rid of a lot of this other stuff, so it's not really, not really too confusing for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and turn off all of this unnecessary stuff here on my screen. But what you're going to notice, like I said, is the fact that we are seeing ourselves a lot of areas here across the yellow and across the orange. So like I said, what is happening here is the orange area, this is showing us that we have a 30% chance of seeing severe weather as of now for Tuesday, and across the yellow, it is a 15% chance. So, like I said, if you guys are across areas here of like, Arkansas, eastern Oklahoma, eastern Kansas, southeast Nebraska, central and southern Iowa, southern Wisconsin, Illinois, the entire state, same thing yet again, the entire state of Indiana, western Ohio, southwestern portions of Michigan, central and western Tennessee, northwestern areas here of Alabama and northern Mississippi. These areas are where we got to be really looking out for whenever it comes to severe weather. Once again, if you're just tuning in, this is here on Tuesday, being this Tuesday, another severe weather event is likely to kick off here. Anyways, but we're going to go ahead and move back over here to the models. We're going to take a look and see what's going on here in the further in depth here. So picking up back where we left off here with the European model. Like, so we have this very, very strong cold front that gets fired off here from the system due to the result of a lot of cold air coming down here from the north, a lot of warm air pulling up from the south here, really causing that interaction of those air masses to commence. Basically, with this cold front that's going to be, kicking off here, Once again, going to be driving a lot of potential snows, or a lot of potential snow for one, actually across the north, and a lot of potential storms yet again. Anyways, we track our way down in time here with the European model, and this is actually pretty aggressive here. I mean, look at this, really showing a very nasty line, driving its way down here, all the way from the southern plains, really. All the way there from the southern plains, tracking its way up here towards the Midwest region, potentially the Ohio Valley, and eventually the system does track its way off here to the east here. So that is in the models. That is in the works here of what we can expect here. So right now we're kind of in the early stages. The snow is going to really start to fire off here for basically the 3rd. So we're just a matter of a few days away here from actually seeing this storm system actually already start to brew. Like I said, it's going to really start to amplify once all this moisture goes over areas of Colorado. Going to start to drive a lot of heavy snow there up towards Utah, moving its way into portions of Wyoming, then eventually moving its way up here into maybe even like western Nebraska, and then really kicking off there across the Dakotas and into Minnesota, maybe the upper portions here of Wisconsin. Definitely is looking like a possibility for snow. Now, right now it is a little bit early regarding the accumulations out of the snowfall. However, I will do something for you guys, and we will take a look here at the National Weather Service blend of models. Like I said, this model just basically takes a whole bunch of other models, ideas in regarding the snowfall accumulations, and kind of averages them out, kind of blends them together. So this is an estimate. Now, just like I said, a little bit of a disclaimer. Note that this will likely change. This will most certainly change by the time the event does get here. So just keep that in mind. Anyways, we track way down in time here, and like I said, with this event, there is a lot more potential snow on it. And like I said, the National Weather Service blend of models here does support the big possibility here of, who knows, maybe even up over a foot across some regions. It really is highlighting areas here towards like, North South Dakota, potentially well over a foot, maybe northwestern Minnesota. But once again, like I said, disclaimer, this is still a little bit early. Okay, this is still a little bit early. Once again, it's a little too early to take a look at those actual snow totals. But overall, that is what we are looking at. Once again, it's going to be kicking off here for basically Tuesday into Wednesday in regarding to the severe weather and the snow. So we're going to definitely be needing to watch out for this one. But anyways, that is what we are looking at. So the next thing I want to go ahead and do with you guys here, we're going to go ahead and move over here to another one of my models. Now, the next thing we're going to do here is I'm going to determine kind of what we can expect out of this here. Because, like I said, I really saved the model browsing here with you guys. That way I can really kind of show you what's going on live here. So I can actually explain what is happening here. So we're going to take a look here at the available energy in the atmosphere. Think of this as the fuel that these storms require in order to live. So whenever it comes to the amount of energy in the atmosphere, we're looking, just imagine we're looking for values over 500. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to really explain in the depth of what it is, but look for values over 500 here. Anyways, but we track our way down in time here according to the GFS model, and you notice there's a lot of air that starts getting pulled up here to the north from the Gulf of Mexico. Very, very strong area of low pressure kicking up some very strong winds here. And you notice there's a lot of energy, and like I said, remember, 500 is only kind of minimum. We're seeing over areas in here in like 2 to 3,000. Now, here's a little bit of a thing for you guys. Here's something that's a little concerning in my eyes. So this event here, like I said, it looks very similar to the last event we just had here yesterday. The thing that's a little worrying for me, the thing that's a little bit concerning is the fact that this storm has a lot more of that fuel, has a lot more of that potential energy in the atmosphere. So that really brings us to the questions. Well, with more instability, does that mean that we could have a lot more nasty storms? Kind of possibilities here. So we'll definitely keep an eye on it. But note that this is basically here for late Tuesday. Now I'm going to do something here. We're going to take a look at those winds here pretty close to the grounds here. And we're noticing we have some very, very strong winds that are moving here probably about 4,000 feet or so up, basically screaming their way up here to basically the north. Now, with any severe weather system, and just letting you know, anytime you have like a really strong northerly jet stream, we call it the lower level jet, anytime you really have these strong winds at the lower portions of the atmosphere, that usually does induce, or it does include the possibility there for tornadoes, especially when comparing this here with the upper elevations. You can see here around 30,000 feet how the winds drastically change from moving north to moving to the northeast. So what we notice here is that there is a change in wind direction and speed as you go up in altitude. So here at the ground level, or close to the ground level, it's pointing north. And as you go up, it starts to turn to the northeast. So with that wind direction changing, with the wind speed increasing as you go up in altitude, that is showing an environment that is likely for nasty tornadoes. So keep that in mind. Like I said, mixing in with the available energy in the atmosphere we just looked at, and obviously these strong winds across these these levels here. Yeah, no, this definitely does look to be a pretty interesting event out of this. But anyways, that is kind of what we are looking at. Like I said, that is something we definitely do need to be watching out for. And like I said, even the mid-range models are really starting to actually pick this up here pretty well. And like I said, even the mid-range models here are supporting a lot of energy in the atmosphere in order to really crank off some pretty nasty severe storms overall. But anyways, that's that. That's just a little bit of a breakdown I wanted to go ahead and do for you guys. Like I said, you can see as we track our way down in time, you notice how there's a lot of warm air starts getting pulled up from the Gulf of Mexico here. You notice how right there it starts getting a big push here, pushes up north, all the available energy becomes visible, and the storms begin. So that is kind of what we are looking at. But anyways, that is what we are saying here. Let's see, is this just an April Fool's joke? I wish it was, but it's unfortunately not. And like I said, I can even confirm it to you because the Storm Prediction Center does not, whenever it comes to saving people's lives, whenever it comes to, obviously, protecting the public, that would not be a good joke. But seriously, no, this is real, and you got to really take this seriously. And you're going to even see tomorrow, whenever we do go live again, we're going to be talking more about this every day until it does happen. So we're going to keep an eye on it. Anyways, but I tell you what, my friends, I tell you what we're going to do. Like I said, what we usually do on this stream, and what we've started here a while ago, is we started zip code forecasts. We are the official channel where we started that. So here's the thing what we're going to do. We are going to be doing your all zip code forecast. I'm going to take your zip code, I'm going to plug it in and tell you what you can expect regarding severe weather. I can tell you your percentage of severe weather. I can tell you what kind of conditions you might be able to expect. So here we go. Like I said, if you all have a question, if you all have a zip code, let them fly here, my friends. Go ahead and throw them in the comments. And like I said, we'll be taking all of your guys's, zip codes here, and we'll be plugging them in. I know there's going to be a lot of people here that's going to want their zip code looked at. So if I actually skip over yours, once again, do not take that harshly. Like I said, seriously, I will, like I said, wait 5 minutes again. If I skip over it, then repost it. That way, about 5 minutes later. Anyways, here we go. So Logan, 54409. Let's see, 54409. Across portions here of Wisconsin. Got you covered. So you're up in the upper portion. And here's the thing. There is right now no severe weather threat for you. Now, when taking a look here at the models, I honestly do think, theoretically, depends on where this low pressure system tracks, and if it tracks high enough, it could bring maybe some thunderstorms. I definitely think that is a possibility. Right now, I'm not seeing anything really organized to be anything really severe, so I would definitely keep an eye on it. Like I said, once again, Tuesday, we got to be looking out here for. Anyways, next up, we have Emmett. So let's see here, 63385. 63385. This is across areas here of Missouri. All right, this is right here towards St. Louis. So, yeah, here's the thing. The St. Louis region here, y'all, we're back in it again. We are back inside of a pretty big risk here regarding severe weather. Right now, the Storm Prediction Center does have the biggest risk that we can possibly have this far out, which is a 30% chance probability of having severe weather for Tuesday. So right now, your chances are looking pretty high for severe weather on Tuesday, and something you got to be watching out for. Now, like I said, we're going to grab some soundings over here. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of a sample in the atmosphere here, just based off by taking a look at the models. And from what I see here, like I said, obviously, I'm sure you guys would not understand all this. I know some of you guys would understand all this, but this is what I'm going to be doing with you guys in order to, like I said, obviously kind of see roughly what kind of environment we could be talking about. But anyways, before St. Louis, yes, there is a big possibility for tornadoes. Like I said, that wind direction changes very, very rapidly as you go up in the atmosphere. I think there is also the possibility for some pretty nasty damaging wind gusts, potentially, maybe 60, 70 plus, I think could be a good possibility. Hail, not so much. As of right now, I'm not really seeing too big of a threat for hail for you, but remember, that can possibly change as we drive our way down in time here. So anyways, let's see here. We have ourselves, let's see, Tricio, once we take a look here at 64138. 64138. Got you covered. So this is right here in Kansas City. All right. So out here in Kansas City, we actually do have ourselves kind of a similar thing that's going on here, kind of towards like St. Louis. We have ourselves a 30% chance probability of seeing severe storms. Now, if you've noticed from the last storm system here, this one's kind of pushed maybe a little bit further west, meaning that maybe more storms could happen happen just a teeny bit more to the west here. But anyways, as a little sounding, I'm going to go ahead and take a look here really quickly between some of these models here. From what does seem to be a possibility out there towards Kansas City, once again, like I said, 30% chance of seeing severe weather overall. But here's the thing. We are seeing ourselves the threat for tornadoes. Tornadoes definitely does seem to be a possibility here. We are seeing that wind directional change with altitude, like I've been explaining here. Tornadoes will be a concern. Now, here is where I see a very big potential for hail, actually. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys really quickly on this sounding. It's a little concerning, actually. So you notice in the top right how we have like this, kind of little arch that's going on. You see how it kind of, curves? That is telling us that there is a bit of rotation that potentially could happen in the atmosphere. But you notice how there's a big gap between your green line here and your red line. Like I said, I'm not explaining exactly what all these mean, but just note, do you see the big gap here between the, the green line and the red line? That is showing a pretty dry atmosphere, and that is showing the fact that we are seeing the potential for some hail growth out here. Definitely does look to be a possibility. Also, damaging winds, I think, could be pretty significant, maybe 70 plus. Once again, this is an early look, but that is kind of what I do think, and I really do think that all hazards are on the table for you out there, being there towards, Kansas City. So if you're in Kansas City, St. Louis area, between the two cities, you got to be watching out for this. I mean, really Missouri in general. Got to be on the lookout for this next event here. Anyways, let's see. Justin, 76051. 76051. This is across portions here of Texas, right here towards Dallas. Now, at the moment, there is no risk here for Tuesday for Dallas. However, if I take a look here at the models regarding, what we potentially could see, I honestly do think that late Tuesday, I mean, right now you're not in the risk, but I do think that that risk could be stretched down to you. Maybe a small tornado probability could be existent. I'm not seeing anything, substantial, anything significant. I really do think that damaging winds, though, could also be a possibility out there. So maybe some gusty winds out of this event here. I know it's early. There's no actual risk here right now, but I do think that the day that this comes to be, from what I've been seeing here on the models, I do think that this will eventually come into a problem for Dallas. Maybe for some tornadoes, maybe a low chance for tornadoes. Not anything significant, not anything like really crazy. Like I said, I think areas here in Missouri has a much higher chance of seeing tornadoes than areas here in northeast Texas. But I also do see the potential for damaging winds. Like I said, I actually think that that could be one of your main drivers here for Tuesday whenever it comes to severe weather. So definitely going to want to watch out for that. All right, let's see here. Next up, we have ourselves Tree wants me to take a look here at 50208. 50208. Got you covered, my friend. So this is across portions here of Iowa. We are looking right there towards Des Moines, just east of Des Moines. So you're right there on the boundary between the 15 and the 30% chance for severe weather. So just note that this could hop back and forth. This could definitely go one way, could go the other. But right now you're in the 30% chance of seeing severe weather margin. So if I was to grab a little view out there towards you in terms of what we're looking at, I mean, you're right there on that like triple point. Basically, you're at the top of where this low pressure system is located. Now, whenever it comes to the expectancies out of here, we are looking at big potential for hail. A very large chance for damaging winds here. Once again, like I said, I'm actually, if you don't know what I'm doing right now, I'm actually picking some soundings out from from some of these models out here, just getting a good overall view out there. And like I said, there's big old dry atmosphere across the mid levels. I think that could indeed allow for some hail to occur. Decape downwards energy. I think we are seeing the big potential for damaging winds out of this too. And of course, like I said, maybe a slight turn in the winds here that could allow for the possibility for tornadoes. So keep that in mind. I think your main concern here is actually hail and followed by damaging winds at the moment. Now remember that can definitely change as we track way down in time here. Anyways, but that is there for you. All right, we're gonna go ahead and try to do a lightning run here. Try to get to as many as possible. Let's see, Abby, 65043, 65043. All right, this is across portions here of Missouri on the central side. So you are in the level 3 basically. Like I said, there's a scale from 1 to 5, and you're at a level 3 right now. This is the maximum we can go out at this far out. This is a maximum as the risk can go this far out. We're at level 3, which is 30% chance for severe weather. So yes, definitely going to want to watch out for this here. Definitely going to want to keep an eye out there for it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to the bottom of chat because I'm very far behind here. But I'm going to keep up with the pace of the chat. So if I skip over yours, like I said, just note it's not intentional. I'm trying to get to a lot of people here. All right, so next up, we have ourselves... let's see. Yeah, Shay, I see you. I see you there spamming, and you by you spamming, that just really does not make me want to do your zip code here. Just know that. Please don't spam here. So let's see. Next up, we have ourselves Gregory Keith. Once we take a look here at 46725. Got you covered here. So this is across portions here of Indiana, basically on the northeastern side. So, yes, you do have yourself a risk here for severe weather. Right now, the Storm Prediction Center does have a 15% chance here of seeing severe weather across those areas. Once again, this will kind of be for like late Tuesday-ish in regarding to when you can expect your storms. Like I said, right now it's a 15% chance, but we'll definitely be on the lookout for that. Like I said, as this does reach here to tomorrow, I'll be able to break down, or sorry, the day before the event happens here, which is Monday, I'll be able to actually give you the exact percentages of tornado probability, of damaging wind probability, and of hail probability. So I'll be able to actually break down the percentages for you. But right now, all we know, like I said, right now is it's just clocking in at a 15% chance here of seeing severe weather. So keep an eye on it. All right. Let's see. Next up, we have ourselves. Let me look here. We have Deep Freeze. Once we take a look here at 46923, 46923. Got you covered here. So this is across portions of Indiana as well, kind of for the same area actually. Overall, same probability. You're close to that 30% margin, though, right now. You're basically just northeast of Lafayette, and you notice how Lafayette is basically right there. So this is where you're at here towards Delphi. So you can see you're right there on the edge. You're in the 15% chance of seeing severe weather zone, but just note that this could theoretically shift into your location. So just note that this might be able to be upgraded. So keep that in mind. Once again, this will be happening here on Tuesday. All right, let's see. Next up, we have ourselves Julio's 52761. 52761. Got you covered here. So this is across portions of Iowa. We are watching out for this. So it's kind of on the the east central side here of the state. So yes, Iowa is actually in the big threat again. And on the southeastern side, we actually have the biggest threat as of right now possible. So at the moment, we do have ourselves a 30% chance of seeing severe weather. And I think this could go either way. I think that there could be tornadoes, definitely. Also large hail and damaging winds. I think all hazards are going to be a big potential out there, because you're right there kind of located right where that engine, the low pressure system is located essentially. So I think that could be a big possibility and something you might need to be watching out for. So keep that one in mind. All right, let's see here. Next up, we have Jesse, 86260, 86260. Let's see, 86, for some reason, let's see, 86260. All right, it's across portions here of, apparently this is not a U.S. territory, so unfortunately I cannot do that. Yeah, we only do this for, like, U.S. territories here. 55304 says Zach, 55304. You are across portions here of Minnesota. All right, north of Minneapolis. Now, here's the thing. Right at the moment, there is no threat force, direct threat here from the National Weather Service or Storm Prediction Center of seeing severe weather. And when taking a look at the models here, I mean, you can actually see here, like I said, all this color you see is the available energy in the atmosphere. And you can notice how they're towards, Minneapolis region, how that color does not really go over Minneapolis. So with that being said, in simple terms, for kind of breaking it down for you guys, there's not going to be available energy for thunderstorms or severe thunderstorms anyway. So I don't think that you're going to have really any concern. At least as of right now, I don't think that you're going to have a concern regarding severe weather. So right now you're in the clear, my friend. But like I said, there is a snow side to this as well, and you're kind of getting caught right on the edge here. Once again, like I said, the accumulation process in terms of what we can expect accumulation-wise, this is a blend of models here, kind of an early depict here, an early picture here. And you can kind of see how, 3 to 5 inches is a possibility, but once again, don't take that seriously because it's still a little bit early. But anyways, that's just an early look here of what we might be able to see out there. Like I said, some areas there could potentially could be seeing well over a foot of snow. Definitely looks possible. Anyways, let's see here. Next up, we have ourselves Ashley. Once we take a look here at 71842. 71842. This is across portions here of Arkansas, basically on the southwestern side. All right, my friends. So you are in a severe threat level 2 out of 5 right now. You're in a 15% chance of seeing severe weather. Yes, you got to be watching out for this here. You're going to be getting this on the earlier portions of this event here. So probably like early afternoon, maybe early mid-afternoon. As an estimate, as of right now, is probably when you're going to be seeing these severe storms pass off. But yes, you are inside of this. You are inside of the overall risk area. And yes, I would definitely be watching out for this. Something that you do need to be looking out for. Let's see here. Let's see. We have Let's see, Esther, once we take a look here at 29649. 29649. Got you covered here, my friend. South Carolina, let's see, Deep Freeze with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, dude. Greatly appreciated. Big shout out goes to Deep Freeze. Thank you so much for the kind support. Thank you. Saying, thanks for the heads up. You are very welcome, my friend. You are very welcome. Anyways, but back over here towards the South Carolina regions here. So here's the thing. As of right now, once again, like I said, the main events here is scheduled. Oop, didn't mean to do all that. The main event is scheduled here for Tuesday. So if we take a look here at Wednesday, at the moment, there is no risk out there. Not saying that there's not going to be any probability for severe weather. Honestly, I'm a firm believer that there will likely be more severe weather to it than just Tuesday. So right now, I would keep it on the back burner. I would just kind of keep an eye on it, but just note that this will not happen Tuesday for you. This would likely happen on Wednesday, if anything was going to occur. But right now, like I said, Tuesday, as of the moment, is the event that's kind of expected across these areas here. But that is what we are looking at. Let's see here. Next up, we got ourselves, let's see. Kyle wants me to take a look here at 62964. 62964. Got you covered here. So this is across portions here of Illinois on the very far southern portion. So here's the thing. You are like right on that boundary between the 30% chance of severe weather and the 15% chance. So you're kind of in a questionable zone right now because a little shift in this outlook could move you completely out of the 30% chance. But right now, you are in the 30% chance zone, so I would keep an eye on it. Definitely should be watching out for it. Like I said, severe weather is expected. You're going to probably be getting hit here maybe in the later portion of the event, but overall, I tell you what, that is kind of what we are looking at, and definitely I would keep an eye on it for sure. Let's see. Mary Tate wants me to take a look here at 38568. 38568. Got you covered. So across portions here of Tennessee on the kind of north central side. Gotcha. So kind of the same thing applies here. I tell you what, I'm not saying that there's going to be no threat for severe weather on Tuesday, but you are not inside the main risk area here as of now. However, areas here not too far to your west does have the severe threat, including areas of Nashville. You know, Nashville isn't a threat. Same thing for Memphis, Tennessee. You guys are inside of the severe threat. So, yes, I would be watching out for it. We'll definitely be on lookout. Let's see here. Let's see. Jenny wants me to take a look here at 45213. 45213. Got you covered here, my friend. Let's see. It's across portions of Cincinnati, Ohio. All right, so yes, we are seeing the risk here, actually, as of now. This does include Cincinnati, and yes, this is a 15% chance of seeing severe weather, whether it being tornadoes, large hail, or damaging winds. All of them could theoretically be possible for a lot of these areas. You know, I definitely do think that is going to be a big possibility. Based off of the soundings, based off of just samples of the atmosphere we've looked at here on the stream and me off the stream, I do see a pretty good potential for tornadoes. Yet again, large hail and damaging winds. I think that it all could be a big possibility and something that we really have got to be watching out for. So yes, Cincinnati is in the risk here, kind of on the edge of the risk at the moment, but we are in a level 2 out of 5, basically. Like I said, the higher the number, the more severe it gets. Which, like I said, the maximum for this day, you know, for this far out is a level 3. And we have a level 3 across the areas in orange. So it's kind of maxed out at the moment for these areas in the orange. But you, my friend, right there in Cincinnati, you're kind of on the edge of the yellow, meaning that you are in a risk here for severe weather and something you should be watching out for. Absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and see here. Next up, we have ourselves Firewalker. Once we take a look here at 45750. 45750. Got you covered here. Across portions of Ohio. All right, so on the southeastern side. So at the moment, you are not at the risk here for severe weather. But like I said, I am a firm believer that I do think that the severe weather could potentially extend east of this. It would probably not happen on Tuesday, but rather maybe early Wednesday could potentially cause some storms. I think it's a good possibility. So we'll watch it, but right now you're not under any defined risk here from the Storm Prediction Center here, so we'll definitely be looking out for it. All right, let's see here. James wants me to take a look here at 37030. 37030. Got you covered here. Across portions of Tennessee as well. Got a lot of people out here towards Tennessee. So, yeah, right there, kind of what we were just talking about here. We actually had someone that was just right there. You, my friend, are right next to the risk here. Now, like I said, I do think that you potentially could be in the line for severe weather, probably early Wednesday, potentially, as an estimated time frame. But, like I said, for Tuesday's main event, as of now, you're not really expected to be, you're close to it. I definitely think that maybe you could get some severe weather overall out of this. But I would just keep an eye on it as of right now. I would definitely just keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Next up, we have ourselves Nick wants me to take a look here at 62618. 62618. Got you covered here. So across portions of Illinois, we got a lot of people in the chat from Illinois today. I tell you what, basically the west central side. Okay, so here's the thing, my friend. You are smack dab in the middle of that 30% chance. So you are in the big risk here for Tuesday. Yes, you got to watch out for it. You definitely have got to be on the lookout for this. Like I said, I've done some soundings out of this here. I've done some, I pulled some atmospheric potential out of, some samples of the atmosphere and its potential state down in time here for basically late Tuesday. Take a look at one right now, actually. I do see a big probability for tornadoes, damaging winds as well, and even some hail. I think definitely is a good possibility out there towards western Illinois. One of the target areas is actually across the areas in orange here. Like I said, the areas in orange is kind of like the bullseye as of right now of where the worst of the severe weather and the greatest probability of the severe weather could potentially be is right now across the areas in orange. So that is currently what we are looking at. Anyways, but that is that. We got ourselves, next up we have Andrew wants me to take a look here at 63025, 63025. Gotcha. Across areas here of Missouri towards St. Louis. So the same thing applies to you, my friend. You are inside the level 3, which, like I said, in this specific view here from the Storm Prediction Center, you are in a risk, like I said, you are in a severe threat level 3 out of 5, which is a 30% chance possibility of seeing severe weather here for Tuesday. Definitely got to be on the lookout here. So we'll be watching out for it. We'll definitely be on the lookout for it. Let's see here. Next up, we got ourselves James. James says, thank you, no problem. Next up, can I check 72007? Of course, 72007. Got you covered. So across portions here of Arkansas, all right, on the centralmost portion. So here's the thing. So right where you're at there, basically just northeast of Little Rock, you, my friend, are in the level 2 out of 5. Like I said, you're in that 15% chance of seeing severe weather. So, like I said, as of right now, from the risk here, from the Storm Prediction Center, you have a 15% chance of seeing severe weather on Tuesday. Like I said, I'm going to grab a little sounding out here towards your location, just kind of as a potential estimate in terms of the conditions the atmosphere could be producing here. So, whenever this loads here, which is just now loaded, I am seeing a big potential here. Not so much in hail, but I do think that some tornado, maybe some isolated tornadoes could be possible. Got a slight curvature to your photograph, meaning that there is a bit of spin in the atmosphere, a bit of wind direction change in speed. So what that is telling me, yes, a few tornadoes could theoretically be possible nearby. Dew points, upper 60s, Goldilocks, perfect. Good amount of moisture supply to this storm here. Once again, I don't see much on, I don't see much on hail as of right now for you. Damaging winds, maybe 60 miles an hour could be possible, and once again, maybe a few isolated tornadoes, I think could theoretically be a possibility out there towards areas just slightly northeast of Little Rock. So there you go. Hopefully that has helped out for you, my friend. Anyways, but that is what we are looking at. So let's see. Next up, Judy says, I'm amazed to see you today after all the hours yesterday. Have a great birthday tomorrow, says Judy. Thank you so much, Judy. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to be doing a birthday live stream tomorrow, too. Same thing we're doing today, basically. But it'll be my birthday tomorrow, so we'll be able to do all that. Anyways, let's see here. Next up, Bat Chicago wants me to take a look here at 60487. 60487. Got you covered here across areas of Illinois. Right there towards Chicago. I tell you what, yep, once again, areas here towards Chicago is in the risk. Like I said, it's really odd. It's really interesting to see just how similar this event is kind of playing off to what we've seen yesterday. I mean, it's covering a lot of the same areas that we literally have just seen yesterday. Pretty interesting stuff. Anyways, but out here towards you, you're right there on that 30% chance probability. So yes, you do have yourself a threat for severe weather here. We are indeed seeing ourselves, like I said, a 30% chance of seeing severe storms. And once again, I'm going to do a quick little view over there towards, towards Chicago. Definitely isn't enough available energy in the atmosphere to allow for, like I said, definitely a lot of energy in the atmosphere to allow for severe weather to occur. And just off of the sounding view, I do see a big spin in the atmosphere potential, big curvature in your photograph. Does show the possibility there for some rotating thunderstorms we call supercells. So I do think that tornadoes could be a possibility. Now, on top of that, I do think that damaging winds, maybe 60, 70 plus, could theoretically be possible. Maybe some hail, but I'm not really seeing anything worth significance. Nothing really extreme. No really big hail is expected. From what I see right now as an estimate, but just like I said, it could change a little bit. But that is what we are looking at here at the moment. Let me see here. Christine wants me to take a look here at 61532. 61532. Got you covered, my friend. It's across portions here of Illinois as well, basically on the centralmost portion. So you're right there here towards the central area. And I tell you what, you are inside of a threat level 3 out of 5. You have a 30% chance here of seeing severe weather here for Tuesday. Definitely would be something to watch out for. We've already grabbed some soundings out there for Illinois, and honestly, like I said, it definitely does look possible in terms that we potentially could be seeing, a pretty good possibility, for potentially all types of severe weather. It definitely looks possible. Tornadoes, potentially. Damaging winds. I think those are going to be like the main concerns. Maybe following the potential here of maybe some hail could theoretically occur. But like I said, the main concern I think right now is going to be the possibility for a few isolated tornadoes and maybe even the potential here of seeing, once again, a few damaging wind gusts I think could be possible. Anyways, but that's that for you, my friend. That is the risk that we are looking at. Let's see here. Next up. Got ourselves a area. Let's see. Sui wants me to take a look here at 74133. Got you covered. So see 74133. Got you covered here. So across areas of Oklahoma, right here towards Tulsa. So here's the good news. Right now, Tulsa is not specifically on the risk area here at the moment. But I do think it could be possible that we could be seeing maybe a little bit of severe weather out of this. I would definitely be on the lookout for it. I'm going to do a quick little analytic view of what we can possibly see here. Like I said, if I was to switch you over here to the full screen really quickly, and if I was to grab a little bit of a sounding here towards, kind of roughly your vicinity, kind of right where you're at here. Once again, this is just a sample of what the atmosphere could look like. And you notice there's a little bit of a turning hodograph here. See how it kind of curves, kind of arches a little bit? That is showing maybe the possibility for a few spin-up tornadoes. Could be possible. Very, very dry lower portion of the atmosphere. We definitely need to be on the lookout there. Let's see here. Esther with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Get to hear in 1 second. Thank you for the 5. But yeah, like I said, also, I do think that damaging winds is a good possibility. Maybe some damaging wind gusts, maybe 60, 70 plus could be a possibility. A few tornadoes and maybe some hail. I'm going to wait a little bit before I really come to the conclusion here on that. But anyways, that's that. So that is for you, my friend. Let's see here. Esther, next up, once again, thank you so much for the super chat. Saying time for my area expect in the storm. 40601. 40601. Cross portions here of Kentucky. You, my friend, are right next to where I'm at. I'm literally right here. This is right where I'm at, and you are like right next to me. That's crazy. Anyways, but here in Frankfurt, got you covered here. So we are in the risk, my friend. You and me both are right there. If we were to zoom over here towards Frankfurt, you notice how you are in the 15% chance here of seeing severe weather. Now, this would likely be happening late Tuesday, if not even early Wednesday. Because like I said, you're on the far right-hand side of this, event here. Cold front's going to start here by pushing through the west first and then moving its way eastward. So you're kind of one of the last in line to potentially get that severe weather. So overall, yes, you do need to be watching out for the potential of it. It does look possible regarding severe weather here. And do I think it could be upgraded to a 30% was also one of your questions. As of now, I'm not seeing any of that possibility. Right now, I don't necessarily think so. From what the models have been kind of showing here is that the winds are not going to be as strong to allow for more significant storms to occur here for where you're at compared to areas here towards like Missouri. There's a lot more energy out there. There's a lot more stronger winds that will help organize and kind of put together these storms, kind of like a big puzzle piece. Now, with these areas out here where we're at, the available energy is there, yes, to possibly allow for some nasty storms. But the winds are a little bit weaker, meaning that organization could be theoretically a little bit harder for these storms and probably not going to be as severe. But there you go. Once again, thank you for the 5. Greatly appreciate it. All right, let's see here. That is what we're looking at. We're going to go ahead and scroll down to the latest here. Next up, we got ourselves Joseph. Once we take a look here at 71602. 71602. Got you covered. Cross portions here of Arkansas, right here towards Pine Bluff. Right here southeast of Little Rock. All right, got you covered here. So here's the thing. Right across those areas, we do have ourselves a risk for severe weather. We are in a severe threat level 2 out of 5, which is a 15% chance here of seeing severe weather. So yes, definitely will be watching out for this. You definitely need to be on, alert for Tuesday, as some severe weather definitely does look possible. Now, whenever it comes to the expectancy, what can I expect out there towards your location? Well, I'm taking a sounding right quickly, just once again, take a little sample of the atmosphere, and it does appear that a few spin-up tornadoes definitely could theoretically occur. Also, damaging winds, I think, is the main concern. Maybe some small hail. Not too sold on the idea for hail that far south right now. Not saying it won't be impossible, but like I said, I think your main concerns as of right now is damaging wind gusts and maybe a few isolated tornadoes. I do think that's a possibility there. Let's see. North Central Ohio, dude, I am hiding you for the amount of times that you are spamming on this channel. Once again, like I said, we tell you guys... Like I said, we tell you guys to not spam, and we'll try to get to everybody as we possibly can. Anyways, let's go ahead and see here. Next up, we got ourselves ICE. Wants me to take a look here. Ice Spice, which is at 38019. 38019. Got you covered here. All right, you're in Tennessee on the western side. So here's the thing. Like I said, you guys out there towards Tennessee on the western side, specifically right where you're at, you are inside of the risk area. And yes, I would definitely be watching out for this here. You do have yourself a 15% chance of seeing severe weather as of right now. Now, like I said, I've taken a lot of samples here, from the atmosphere here regarding what we potentially could be seeing, out of these storms here. I really do think that, we might even have a concern for like Wednesday even, not just Tuesday, but maybe pushing through on Wednesday as well. Definitely does look possible. Anyways, but regardless right now, from what we are seeing here, from what I'm looking at, like I said, if I was to bring you guys back over here really quickly to take a look at the screen view, big old curvature there, a little bit of a contaminated sounding, but just overall, the winds here is a big curvature. Like I said, there's a bit of a curvature there, and also the possibility maybe for some damaging wind gusts. But anyways, but that's just an early look of things, potentially of what we might be able to see here, and with everything going on there. But anyways, but that's a possibility of what we might be in line for. All right, let's see. Next up, we got ourselves. Beth wants me to take a look here at 64012. 64012. Got you covered here. All right, you're in Missouri. All right, right there towards Kansas City. All right, so we actually did a sounding out there towards Kansas City. Now, first of all, you're in a big risk here. You have yourself a severe threat level 3 out of 5. You're in that 30% chance of seeing severe weather. So, like I said, we did look at the, what the potential atmosphere could be looking like for basically kind of like afternoon on Tuesday. And what the soundings were saying is that there might be a potential for some large hail, maybe some tornadoes, and maybe some damaging wind gusts as well. Definitely something that we do need to be, like I said, definitely something we do need to be looking out here for. Would be on the lookout for it. All right, let's see here. We have ourselves next up. We're going to take a look here at Cheyenne. Once we take a look here at 32502. 32502. Got you covered here across Pensacola, Florida. Got you on the far western panhandle. All right, so here's the thing. Right now, there is no risk defining that you are in a risk for nasty, severe weather. However, it does appear possible that a few storms will be able to occur maybe here for kind of like late Wednesday, potentially. You're not in the direct line of fire for these really nasty storms, which is good news. So I'm going to hold off on the side right now that you're probably going to see severe weather. As of right now, it's a lot more unlikely than the areas out here towards the Midwest. So right now, give it another day or so, and we'll figure it out. Anyways, let's see. I want those models to become a little bit more clear towards your locations there. All right, let's see here. Next up, we got ourselves Lynn with a 72450. 72450. Got you covered. Across areas here of Arkansas on the northeastern side. All right. So you, my friend, are right here, basically right here on the edge of that 30% chance. You are in the 15% chance, though. Now, like I said, it theoretically could be upgraded. That 30% could push maybe a little bit. It theoretically could maybe push a little bit eastward, which would include you in the 30%. But right now, you're in a 15% chance here of seeing severe weather, which, yeah, I mean, still you should watch out for on Tuesday. Now, like I said, up there towards areas here of Arkansas, in terms of what we might be able to see here, once again, I'm taking a little bit of a look out there, just as a good possible view. I do see a big old arch, and like I said, this is a big old, what we call a sickle-shaped hodograph, which is basically just a big old arch. You see that? That is showing us that there's a good possibility of some rotating thunderstorms we call supercells that could produce some tornadoes. Now, here's the thing. Also, there's going to be a possibility for maybe some damaging wind gusts. I'd say probably up to 60 miles an hour could occur, but it does seem that tornadoes might be one of your main concerns out there. So definitely watch out here for Tuesday. I would definitely keep an eye on it. All right, let's see here. Next up, we got ourselves Cody wants me to take a look here at 66083. 66083. Got you here. So this is across areas of Kansas on the eastern side. Got you. So yes, there is portions of Kansas, and especially right there where you're at, of the possibility here for severe weather. Now, I really have to zoom in here towards Spring Hill. That's kind of right around the region where you're located. And yes, you are in that 30% chance probability of seeing severe thunderstorms. So yes, it does look possible. That is definitely what we are seeing here. So keep an eye on it. Like I said, my friends out there towards Kansas City. Like I said, from what the models have been projecting here, it definitely looks like there will be a possibility here for some large hail. Large hail, maybe some tornadoes, damaging wind gusts. All of them do seem to be on the table here, in which, yes, I would definitely be looking out for it. But overall, like I said, you're kind of right there on the side of that risk area here. So we'll see how that plays out here for basically kind of afternoon on Tuesday. We'll keep an eye on it. Absolutely. Let's see here. I appreciate what you're doing. I hope you have a wonderful and beautiful birthday tomorrow, says Christine. Thank you for that. Really appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, my birthday is actually tomorrow. So turning 21. Can you believe that? God, I'm getting old. I already feel pretty old. Anyways, I just can't believe it felt like yesterday I just turned 18 and now it's already 21. It's like, goodness. Anyways, let's see. Next up, we got ourselves... let's see. Sam wants me to take a look here at 75604. 75604 across areas here of Texas. All right, so you're here on the northeastern side. Got you covered here. So right now, at the current moment, there is not any risk here saying that there is going to be severe weather for you. However, like I said, I've dove into models here a little bit ago. Like I said, I've really kind of scouted out a lot of these areas. Northeastern Texas did show there is a possibility for a few kind of more marginalized storms, meaning kind of like weaker severe storms being possible, or the lower side of the severe storm spectrum being possible. I'm not saying that severe weather is impossible. I definitely think it could be a possibility, which we'll definitely keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Kendall with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Kendall. Saying, what about 48371? 48371. Got you covered here. Thank you so much, Kendall, for the $2 super chat. You rock, my man. All right, let's see. This is for portions of eastern Michigan. Good call. All right, so here's the thing. Right now, at the moment, the Storm Prediction Center does have a risk here for southwest Michigan, but you're on the eastern side, kind of just north of Detroit. Let me grab a little sounding out there. We're just going to grab a little sample of what the atmosphere does. What potentially could it look like? Now, here's the thing. At the moment, you notice all this color, right? Like I said, values over 500 potentially could produce severe weather. Typically, you want it about 1,000 or higher. Just go off of those values. Anything 500 or higher is okay for severe weather. Now, here's the thing. Out there towards your area, just pretty much just north of, just north right there of Detroit, the available energy is kind of pushing barely there near 500. Now, that's not, once again, the models can still uptrend. They could show a little bit more available energy. But right now, I'm not saying it's impossible. I do think it could be a possibility of maybe some strong to perhaps a couple of severe storms. Could be possible out there. Definitely do think that might be a possible situation. So keep that one in mind there, my friend. We'll definitely be on the lookout for it. All right. Let's see here. Next up, we have ourselves... Sierra wants me to take a look here at 37312. 37312. Gotcha here. The cross portions of Tennessee. All right, southeastern side. So here we go. At the current moment, there is not a severe threat for you. Now, like I said, I'm a firm believer in the fact that this severe weather will not just happen just on Tuesday, but as this cold front advances eastward, I do think that this will move its way eastward. And I do think that we will see the potential maybe of some severe storms out towards your way. Probably not for Tuesday. It would likely be for early Saturday if it did occur. So keep an eye on there for early Saturday. But right now, there is no defined risk in terms of, like I said, in terms of what we can expect right now. But we'll keep an eye on it. All right, let's see here. Next up, Michelle says, I'm in northwest Missouri. Should I be worried? 64438. All right, 64438. Gotcha here. Across areas of Missouri. All right, so you are on the northwestern side of Missouri. And I tell you what, yes, you are in the big risk here for, basically here for Tuesday. Like I said, right now, the Storm Prediction Center does have yourself in a 30% chance here of seeing severe weather out there. And you're, like I said, you're not too far away from Kansas City. You're just a little bit to the northeast of Kansas City. But as we were looking at here, y'all, like I said, here's the thing. Out towards there, I've grabbed a few soundings from different models, and I've analyzed them. And they do show the possibility there of some large hail. That's kind of one of my main concerns out there towards like western Missouri from what I've realized. So watch out for some large hail. obviously some tornadoes could be a possibility, and even some damaging winds. I mean, seriously, it could be a triple threat. All those threats could be a possibility. So yes, I would keep an eye out there for severe weather, and perhaps maybe even a possible upgrade by the time this day actually arrives. Could be possible, absolutely. If things continue to trend in that motion there. Anyways, but that's that. Let's see here. Cupcakes, once we take a look here at 68005, please. 68005. All right. This is here for Nebraska on the far eastern side there towards Omaha. All right. You notice, look at that. Omaha is barely even in the risk area. But right now, going off of the Storm Prediction Center, you are in the risk area. Now, like I said, this is a severe threat level 2 out of 5. There is another severe threat under your area, which would possibly expand further west. Maybe. Now here's the thing. Right now, I do think you might be in line for some severe storms. I do think that's a possibility. Your main concern, though, I definitely would have to say, would likely be damaging winds out of it. Maybe some hail mixed in, and who knows? Perhaps a few tornadoes could occur. But I think your main concern out there would be damaging wind potential. Maybe some gusty winds out of the line of thunderstorms expected to roll through. But yeah. Let's see here. We got ourselves Golden. Once we take a look here at 37066. All right. And will we be upgraded? So let's see. 37066, 37066. Got you covered here. So this is for Tennessee. All right. On the Nashville side. All right. So yes. So whenever it comes to Nashville here, you do have yourself a risk here for severe weather. You are in the 15% chance. Well, like I said, 15% chance of seeing severe storms right now. Like I said, any threat could fly at the moment. Now, whenever it comes to an upgrade potential, a little early for that. It depends on multiple factors. It depends on the models. First of all, how do the models hold up with this event over the next few days? They could be downtrending. They could be uptrending. They could get more severe. It's up for debate right now. But right now, just know you are in the risk for severe weather and that you definitely need to watch out here for Tuesday. I would definitely keep an eye out for it. All right, let's see here. Next up, we got ourselves Untamed Spirit. Once we take a look here at 52054. 52054. Got you here. It's across areas of Iowa, basically on the eastern side. So you, my friend, are right. Oh, wow. You're like right on the line there. But I tell you what, you are inside the 15% chance here. But like I said, literally, next update theoretically could bump you up into 30. But right now, you're in a 15% chance. So keep that in mind. Out there, kind of towards where you're at here at the moment, we are talking to potential there for mostly hail, maybe some damaging winds, and possible for a few tornadoes as well. Like I said, that's kind of how it is for a lot of these places. Most of these areas will have the triple threat in regarding to all three concerns. Tornadoes, large hail, damaging winds. Most of these areas will see it. Some areas will see it more than others. And like I said, for example, they're towards like Kansas City. I really do see a big hail potential out there. So we'll watch it. Definitely will be watching it. All right, let's see. We got ourselves Kimberly wants to take a look here at 35068. 35068. I got you here. This is for Alabama. All right. Geared towards Birmingham. So, there is a few areas in like northwestern Alabama that does have the risk here. But for you, just basically north of Birmingham, you're not in the risk here. However, like I said, according to the models here, once again, if I was to bring you all back over there, just taking a quick little sample of what the atmosphere could be like as this cold front rolls through. Just grabbing a quick little sounding out there. Just picking one random here from the NAM model. Just take a quick little peek at it. Severe storms don't look impossible, but they're not going to be anything significant from what it looks like as of now. Now, note that things can definitely change by the time this event gets here. But from what I'm looking at right now, storms are going to probably not be anything too severe. Maybe some small hail theoretically could happen with a little bit of a kind of mildly dry atmosphere across the mid-levels. Could allow for possible small amounts of hail that could occur. I would definitely keep an eye out there for it, and we'll be on the lookout. But right now, it does not seem to be anything too crazy here. Let's see here. Untamed Spirit with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Untamed Spirit. Thank you so much for that. So thank you. We are post tornado 3/31. Wow, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Like I said, really prayers goes out to y'all who got affected by those tornadoes. It is terrible. Terrible. Well, Untamed Spirit, once again, thank you so much, and I'm glad that you are okay. Let's see here. Darwin says, "Thank you for what you do anytime, you guys." Like I said, I really love doing this. I really do, and it's just it's just a great time to hang out with y'all, do some personal forecasts, and kind of, like I said, let y'all know what's going on here. So absolutely. All right, let's see here. We're looking at elevated mix layer northeast of the plains. Capping inversion could be an issue in the warm sector. Yeah, so maybe kind of lacking the possibility for discrete cells from the capping inversion could be a possibility. I know it's a bunch of nerd talk for a lot of people who don't understand, but basically what we're talking about is there's a kind of a blanket in the atmosphere that might prevent some of these storms from forming ahead of that cold front, which usually those individual storms are the ones that get really nasty. But like I said, I mean, it could still reverse. It could definitely still reverse here. We'll see. We'll definitely see. Regardless, there's a big old risk out there right now we definitely need to be watching for. All right, let's see here. Next up, we have ourselves. Dizzy wants me to take a look here at 60431. 60431. All right, it's for Illinois here, right here towards Chicago, a little bit southwest of Chicago. All right, my friend, where you are inside of the severe threat level 3 out of 5. Like I said, that's the maximum threat we have here for this far out. And we have a 30% chance of seeing severe weather out there. So it definitely does seem to be possible. Like I said, I've done a few little soundings out there just to grab a little sample of what the atmosphere could be looking like for around these times here for Tuesday. Like I said, guys, this event will be happening Tuesday. For the new people who are just joining us, just letting you all know. But like I said, there is a lot of curvature in photographs, basically telling us that there will likely be some rotating thunderstorms, which could, yes, pop off some tornadoes. It does seem to be possible. So whenever it comes to it, I do see a big potential in rotating thunderstorms. So yes, tornadoes will likely be a possibility. Keep that in mind. Damaging winds following, and maybe even some hail as well. So we'll definitely be looking out for it. Absolutely. All right, let's see here. Next up, we got ourselves a zip code coming from Pat, 61068. 61068. Got you covered here. All right, it's cross portions here of Illinois. We are looking at here basically kind of around the same areas we were just looking at. So, yeah, same thing applies for you, my man. I mean, like I said, we're seriously looking at possible tornado potential up there towards the Chicago, northern Illinois area. Would keep an eye on it. Like I said, right now you're at a 30% chance probability of seeing that. All right, let's see. Cyclone 21048. 21048. All right. Across Maryland. All right. You're the first one in Maryland today, actually, we've looked at. So right now, here's the thing. So for Tuesday, no, there's not going to be a threat for severe weather as of now for Tuesday. However, like I said, once again, I'm a firm believer in, as this cold front advances eastward, I do really think that severe threat could advance eastward as well. So I do think that potentially here for, not Tuesday, but maybe Wednesday, we might be able to see some more strong to severe storms. Like I said, I mean, the available energy does lead up to portions of Maryland. Once again, depends on which model you look at. Some show more than others, but definitely would keep an eye on it. Absolutely. All right, let's see here. Candace wants me to take a look here at 38401. 38401. And Tennessee, right here towards areas southwest of Nashville. And I tell you what, you are barely making it inside that 15% threat here. But I do definitely think that severe weather could be possible for you. Yes, definitely want to watch out for it regarding the severe weather potential. Just grabbing a quick little sounding here. Once again, just grab a little sample of what the atmosphere could look like here. Like I said, from what the models do kind of support this here is, honestly, really not a big hail concern from what I'm seeing here. A little bit of a curvature, maybe some weak tornadoes. Maybe a few brief spin-up tornadoes could theoretically happen there in Tennessee. I think your main concern might be just gusty winds, maybe some damaging wind gusts out of some of these storms. But like I said, hey, I mean, you are in a risk here, 15% chance overall of seeing severe weather. All right, that's that. Let's see. Next up, we got ourselves Cat. Wants me to take a look here at 47802. 47802. Gotcha. Across Indiana. Yeah, like I said, really the entire state of Indiana is at risk here, but you're like right on the line here of you're like right there on that line. There you are, right there. I mean, you cannot get any closer between those two. So you're pretty much, all right, we're going to say you're in a 15 to 30% chance of seeing severe weather. It could push eastward. It could pull back. It depends on the models. It depends on what they continue to trend and all that stuff. But what it does look like is, yes, you are definitely in the threat for severe weather here. Out there towards like Indiana region, like so we were looking at, there's definitely enough available energy in the atmosphere to fire off some, severe weather. Now, the main concern out of it does seem to be actually hail and damaging winds, followed by an occasional tornado that could theoretically happen there. So keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Mom Squad with a $7.50 donation. Oh, super sweet. Thank you for that. Let's see. Could you please tell me, about Wednesday, 14207? Absolutely. Thank you for the donation. Very sweet of you. 14207. All right. For New York towards Buffalo. Okay. So here's the thing. At the moment, there's no risk here for, you definitely not be in the risk here for Tuesday. I can tell you that. Cold front's not going to reach you in time. Now for Wednesday, if you were to get severe weather, it would be on Wednesday. It definitely would be on Wednesday. Now, according to the models here, there is a little bit of support. Once again, thank you for the donation, by the way. Very, very sweet of you. But like I said, whenever it comes to the models here, you notice how some of the models, like I said, the GFS we're looking at right now, does support the possibility for a little bit of energy out there. Now, honestly, what this model is showing is really nothing too spectacular. Really not showing a big potential of severe weather really at all. Now, am I saying that severe weather is going to be impossible? No, but I think your chances are very low at the moment for, like I said, kind of late Wednesday. So here's the thing. Now, I do think that late Wednesday, you could have some thunderstorms, but not expected to be anything damaging from what I'm seeing right now. So with that being said, I do think there's a possibility for a few thunderstorms, but anything damaging right now, not seeing it. But hope that helps there. But like I said, if you were to get that storm activity, it would be on late Wednesday, not on Tuesday where the big event is. But thank you once again for the donation. You rock, my man. Or my ma'am, sorry. But thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. All right, let's see here. Next up, we got ourselves... Let's see, we got Judy says, Andrew, did I see Cyclone's message at 10:58? I did not, saying tornado in Delaware this evening. I did hear about that. I definitely know the mid-Atlantic states definitely did get impacted by some severe weather today. Anyways, let's see here. We got ourselves next up. Let's see, Hugo wants me to take a look here at 40504. 40504. All right, here for Lexington, Kentucky. My fellow Kentuckian out here. All right, my friend. So here's the thing. You are right on the line for possibly seeing severe weather. As you can kind of see, you're not in the SPC risk, storm prediction risk right now. You're not in it. But don't, like I said, I still think there is a threat for severe weather for you, even though you're not in the direct risk right now. So here's the thing. I definitely do think that you are going to be in the possibility of the risk here for severe weather. Now, grabbing a little sample of the atmosphere real quickly just to kind of, show what's possible. Okay, so I think damaging winds seems possible. Maybe some gusty winds, maybe 60, 70, maybe plus higher, but I think kind of maybe in the ballpark around 60, 70 mile an hour wind gusts. Hail. I think hail could be a possibility too. I think hail does seem to be a possible concern here, and maybe a few spin-up tornadoes could be possible near the central Kentucky region. So I would keep an eye on it. All right, let's see here. Caitlin wants me to take a look here at 63501. Wondering chances of getting upgraded to moderate. See, 63501. 63501. Across Missouri. All right, right there on the northeastern side. All right, so I will tell you what. Yes, you are kind of right there in the middle of that, middle of this, 30% margin. And right now, based off of the trends I've been seeing here, basically what I've been seeing over the last few days regarding the models, for this event here we're talking about, there's been an uptrend. It's been really showing this storm getting stronger and stronger in the latest models. It's definitely pretty concerning. Now, if models continue this way, I would have no problem saying you would likely see a upgrade to this. But once again, anything can take right now. It's kind of a big balancing act right now. But I will tell you, it's possible. It definitely is a possibility that you could maybe see we could probably see a moderate. I think we probably will see a moderate out of this event here. I think it's definitely a possibility. All right, let's see here. Next up, we have Naomi wants me to take a look here at 71901. 71901. All right, Hot Springs, Arkansas. Got you covered here. Let's see here. Let's see. Mayna, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate for the $2 super chat. I'll get to you here in 1 second. But anyways, let's see. Who was I going for here? Let's Let's see. Naomi, what do we take a look here at 71901? 71901. All right, here in Arkansas, Hot Springs region. All right, so here's the thing. Out there towards Hot Springs, Arkansas, we have ourselves a risk for severe weather. Let's say a 15% chance overall of seeing severe storms. So, yeah, we are definitely watching out for that possibility of severe weather. Like I said, it's going to be happening on Tuesday for you, so keep an eye out there for that. I think your main concern might be some damaging wind gusts followed by some possible tornadoes. But like I said, hail could not be ruled out there, so definitely would be on the lookout for it. But once again, thank you so much for the $2 Mania. And like I said, your question was, hey, Andrew, how about 63303? 63303. Absolutely. St. Charles. Okay, right there towards St. Louis. Gotcha. So like I said, you're in one of those areas we got to be watching out for. You are inside the enhanced risk, the level 3 out of 5 right now, 30% chance for severe weather overall. Yes, you do got to be watching out here for Tuesday, as severe weather does seem likely. Now, like I said, out there towards St. Louis region, I'm going to go ahead and double check here. I'm going to grab another little sounding just for a quick little brief look at things in terms of what we might be able to see here regarding severe weather-wise. Definitely do think that there is a potential here of possible hail. I think hail and damaging winds might be your main concern here. Maybe even the potential here of actually seeing a few tornadoes as well. Kimberly with a $5 super chat. Anyways, Mania, thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Kimberly saying Dallas, Texas for tomorrow, please. First of all, Kimberly, thank you for the 5. Greatly appreciate it. So, yeah, tomorrow for actually my birthday, we do have ourselves a risk for Dallas. Dallas is actually smack dab in the middle of it. Now, like I said, once this event we're forecasting for right now gets to this point where it's the next day, like I said, we can do something like this. So here's the thing. So for Dallas, we have a 5% chance of seeing tornadoes. Basically means that there's a 5% chance of seeing tornadoes within 25 miles of your location. Very, very unlikely, but it's still a possibility. So it's not completely zero. Now, in terms of hail, you have a bigger chance, a 15% chance here of seeing hail being possible for Dallas tomorrow. Within 25 miles, there's a possibility of seeing some hail out of it. Would keep an eye on it. And whenever it comes to damaging wind gusts, well, actually a 5% chance. So kind of a little bit lower of a concern. So your main concern here tomorrow is obviously the potential of some hail, followed by maybe some tornadoes, and like I said, damaging winds following right behind that. That is your concern. But once again, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Greatly appreciated there, Kimberly. Super, super sweet of you. All right, let's see here. Happy birthday almost, Caitlin. Thank you so much. Thank you. Like I said, yeah, it'll be my birthday in like literally 49 minutes will be my birthday because it's almost midnight. Anyways, all right, let's see here. Next up, we got ourselves, let's see here. St. Louis members is Connor. Well, what's up? What's up? Hope we're doing good. Let's see. Moon wants me to take a look here at 40245. 40245. All right. Louisville, Kentucky. You're right here, basically right where I'm at. All right. So here's the thing. You are like right next to me. I could literally like be right where you're at in like 10 minutes if I wanted to. Anyways, before you, yes, we do have a risk here. Like I said, I was actually looking at my area, so this same thing applies to you. There is a chance for severe weather. We're actually in a 15% chance of seeing such damaging winds, large hail potentially, and tornadoes. All of them, like I said, is a big possibility there. But that's that. That is kind of what we're looking at here. Let's see. Happy birthday and thank you, Sis Kimberly. You are very, very welcome. You are very, very welcome. Let's see. Darwin wants me to take a look here at 45013. Let's see. Happy birthday, by the way. Well, thank you for that. 45013 in Hamilton, Ohio, basically just north of Cincinnati. So here we go. We actually move our way up here towards those locations there. You can actually see Hamilton right here. You are inside the risk here. You have a 15% chance here of seeing severe weather here. So it definitely does look like a possibility regarding that. So I would keep an eye on it. Definitely would be on the lookout for it. Like I said, I think your main concern out there might be some hail and like I said, damaging winds. I think that is kind of what we are looking at. Let's see. Well, happy birthday, Andrew. I hope you have a great one tomorrow. Thank you, K-Day. Really appreciate it. Actually, I had my party here today. That's why I was not live during an earlier event, which I wish I was. But like I said, I had some family over. Wasn't able to be live for you guys today. Until now. Like I said, I was able to go live here later today, so that's why we're here. Anyways, let's see here. Next up, we got ourselves, how about 65704? 65704. All right, for Missouri. All right, so you are on the kind of south-central side, and I tell you what, like I said, a lot of Missouri here is actually inside the biggest threat here for Tuesday. And like you can see, you're inside the orange. Like I said, that's a 30% chance of seeing severe weather. So yes, you do have a pretty decent chance of seeing severe weather overall. Definitely will be watching out for it. Main concerns, though, like I said, first of all hazards could definitely be possible. I mean, this plays out for a lot of these areas. But I do think that the main ones could be possibly a few tornadoes and damaging winds. I think that's kind of your main concern out there. Like I said, more for like northwestern Missouri. I've noticed there's a bigger hail threat, maybe towards like Kansas City. Something we probably should keep an eye out there for. Absolutely. We will be looking out for it. All right, let's see here. We are looking at here now. Next zip code is from Reed. Once we take a look here at 45171. 45171. And here in portions of Ohio. All right, so right here, basically just south or east of, basically just east here of Cincinnati. So you basically just north of Georgetown here. You are not inside the current SPC outlook, which is the Storm Prediction Center outlook. So right now you're not in that risk, but like I said, I still do think you are going to be in the possibility for severe weather here for basically late Tuesday, maybe even early Wednesday, potentially. Just because you're not in the level 2 out of 5, there is still that level 1 that potentially could be pushed eastward to basically cover your area. I think it's possible. Also, it could be extended too, so you got to remember that. I think it is a possibility. All right, let's see here. Next up, we have Richard. Once we take a look here at 72719. 72719. All right, here across portions of Arkansas. I got you. Northwestern side. Very, very far northwestern. I tell you what, right here north of Fayetteville, we do have ourselves an enhanced risk, a level 3 out of 5. A 30% chance here of seeing severe weather out there. Definitely does seem to be a good possibility. Whenever it comes to the soundings, basically, once again, just a sample in the atmosphere here. Whenever it does come to the soundings here, from what we're looking at, definite hail potential there of some tornadoes and even some damaging winds. I think your main leading concerns will be hail and damaging winds, followed by a few brief spin-up tornadoes. Definitely does look possible. But yeah, absolutely, we are going to be on the lookout for that. Let's see here. Kami wants me to take a look here at 60115. 60115 across areas of Illinois, west here of Chicago. So here's the thing, my friend. You are inside the enhanced risk. Once again, that level 3 out of 5, that 30% chance here of seeing severe weather. Would be on the lookout for it. Now, when it comes to, like I said, just as a little sample here in the atmosphere, just grabbing an overall view of what we could be looking at here. Hail definitely. Tornadoes, a few of them could be happening quite sporadically, and maybe even, like I said, some damaging wind gusts could be one of your biggest concerns out there towards your location west here of Chicago. Would be on the lookout for it. Absolutely. Let's see here. Melissa wants me to take a look here at 66112. 66112 across areas of Kansas City. All right, so like I said, they're towards Kansas City, my friends. First of all, we have a level 3 out of 5 in effect here. 30% chance here of seeing severe weather. Like I said a few times in the live stream, your biggest concern out there towards Kansas City is large hail, damaging winds, and like I said, following a few possible tornadoes nearby. Could occur. So yes, no, definitely got to be watching out for the severe weather here whenever it comes to Tuesday. So we'll definitely be on the lookout. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Fireplace, please don't spam, dude. We have ourselves Zaire YT wants me to take a look here at 65401. 65401 across areas here of Missouri. Gotcha. So this is right here towards basically the east central side here of the state. Like I said, regardless of where you're really at here in Missouri, I mean, most areas here in the state does indeed have the severe threat level 3 out of 5. I mean, like I said, a lot of you guys out there are right there inside of the big threat. So I would, definitely be watching it. Like I said, obviously all threats is on the table here. Tornadoes, large hail, damaging winds does seem to be possible. Let's see. Am I going to get my tornado tattoo for my 21st? No. Let's see here. Next up, we have Starshine. Wants me to take a look here at 72543. 72543. Across areas here of Arkansas on the kind of north central side. Okay, so here's the thing. So right there where you're at there, you are like right here. This is right where you're at in this general location. So, whenever it comes to your forecast here, yes, you do have yourself a 15% chance here of seeing severe weather, but like I said, you're right next to that 30% chance. It could be pushed. It theoretically could be pushed. You could be pushed into the 30% chance. I think that's a possibility. So definitely would be watching out for that. I definitely do think it is a possible concern of you seeing maybe a higher percent chance, maybe a possible upgrade in severe weather could happen over the next few days. So be on the lookout for that. All right, let's see here. We got ourselves. All right. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and hide fire since it keeps on spamming, even though we said not to. Let's see here. Jacob 42420. All right, 42420 right here for Henderson, Kentucky. All right, so you're basically west of Owensboro. All right, so yes, you do have yourself a threat here. Yeah, you're not too far away from Owensboro. You're right here in Henderson. So yes, you have a 15% chance as of right now. Honestly, like I said, possible upgrade over the next few days would not be ruled out. Definitely could not be ruled out. Once again, it depends on the models, what they kind of support, what they show. But we'll see. We'll definitely see here. Let's see. Jacob 42420. 42420. Yeah, it's definitely a pretty easy zip code to remember. 42420. Henderson, Kentucky. All right. Oh, isn't that where we literally just looked at? Yeah, Jacob, like I said, that's why we say not to spam, because we do stuff like that. Is we literally look at the same zip code. All right, let's see here. Next up, we got ourselves, David wants me to take a look here at 45840. 45840. All right, in Ohio. Cool. So you're basically in northwestern Ohio here. So you are actually not in the main risk area. But like I said, I think that this could be shifting into. I think it could be shifting into your location here for basically like early Wednesday potentially. You know, late Tuesday, maybe early Wednesday. Would definitely keep an eye on it. Yeah. Let's see here. Turnover says 42301. 42301. Owensboro. All right. So, yep, Owensboro out there. Yeah, like I said, you guys got hit pretty good. 15% chance there. Definitely would keep an eye on it over there towards Owensboro. Once again, it's not impossible. I mean, I'm not saying it will, but I would keep an eye on it between now and then for, who knows, maybe an upgrade could possibly occur. Let's see here. See, 72936 is the gamer. 72936. All right, in Greenwood, Arkansas. Across the west central side here, basically just southeast of Fort Smith. Okay. All right, so you are inside the 30% chance, but barely. I mean, you were right there on that line, I'll tell you what. 30% chance here of seeing severe weather. So I would definitely keep an eye on it. Like I said, you definitely do have a pretty good chance of seeing severe weather overall. We'll definitely need to watch out for it. Like I said, down south, I think damaging winds and tornadoes is kind of the biggest concern. A lot of those areas up north have a bigger hail potential from what I've understood out of this so far. But yeah. Let's see here. But that is what we are looking at. Logan, see 54462. 54462. And let's see. Singapore? Yeah. Unfortunately, we cannot go out there. Cannot. Josh says we spoke on Discord about helping you out. Never heard back from you. Reach out to me if you're still interested. Yeah, like I said, I've just been really busy lately. I haven't been able to. I really have not been on Discord too much. Speaking of Discord, we do have our Discord down in the description if you guys want to join all that. But anyways. All right, let's see. Cody, 72404. 72404 across Jonesboro, Arkansas. northeastern side. So you're in a 15% chance here right now. You see Jonesboro right there. You got yourself a chance for severe weather. Definitely will be on the watch out for it. Yeah, like I said, 15% chance of seeing severe weather. Like I said, all hazards, I think, could be on the table for you. But that is that. Let's see. It's 60046. 60046 for Illinois. Northeast side. Like I said, they're towards Chicago. You're actually on the northern stretch here. So you're right in the 15. But like I said, since you're so close to that 30, I would not be surprised if that did get extended into your region by the event. It's possible. Definitely is a possibility. Let's see. Connor wants me to take a look here at 66846. 66846 in Kansas. So this is east. Okay, you're pretty much like east central Kansas. Now, right now here for Tuesday, at the moment, you do not have a risk here for severe weather at the moment. But like I said, I would keep an eye on it. Right at the moment, you're not in the risk area. But yeah. Candace, oh my gosh, why do you keep on spamming, Candace? Like I said, that's the reason why I've been going over you, Candace. Like I said, I tell you guys specifically not to be spamming. So, like I said, please don't spam. So trying to keep the chat equalized for other people, looking out for the other people out there and not just flooding the comments with your same question over and over. All right, let's see here. Brady, 76513. 76513 across Texas. Okay, so here's the thing. So actually tomorrow, there's a risk in Texas tomorrow, actually. Let me go ahead and bring this out here to the day 2 outlook. South of Waco is where you're at. All right, so you're inside the marginal. So you do have a small little severe threat here for tomorrow, but I would keep an eye out there for it. Yeah, main concern there. There's a 2% chance for tornadoes. Hail 5% chance, and damaging winds a 5% chance as well. So that, my friend, is your current thing. I know it's not likely, but will you please check 75143? 75143. In Texas here. Towards Dallas. So yeah, here's tomorrow. So like I said, tomorrow though, you do have a risk here, a slight risk. 5% chance for tornadoes, 15 hail, and 5 damaging winds. So I would be watching out for tomorrow. Now, if you're wondering about Tuesday, there right now is not any direct threat for you. I would keep an eye on it because, like I said, there is a possibility maybe some of the storms could go into Dallas. I think it's possible. Yeah, I definitely do think it is a possibility. Let me see here. Candace, sorry, but could you please? Yes, I will do it as long as you don't spam. Like I said, that's all we ask is not you spam. You're in Tennessee, okay? So you're in central western portion. You do have a threat here. 15% chance for you. I would keep an eye on it. Like I said, right now you're right on the edge of it. So, but you are in a risk. I would keep an eye on it. Let's see. Tara, 64029. 64029. All right, for Missouri. All right, so towards Kansas City, yeah, big old threat there. Like I said, 30% chance right now. Biggest concerns, though, like I said, it's damaging winds, mostly hail. Hail's the biggest concern, followed by damaging winds, and perhaps a few tornadoes could occur. But yeah, Cheryl, what's we take a look here at 72051. 72051. Arkansas, north central side. So yep, same. I mean, for you, you're basically you're right there inside that enhanced risk. You're in that 30% chance margin for seeing severe weather. So yeah, no, I would definitely be on the lookout for this. Definitely would. ELC 23090. 63090. Missouri. Let's see here. All right, yeah, you're towards St. Louis. Yeah, like I said, you're in a pretty hot spot area right now. Let's see. Do I know what mainly will be affected on Wednesday? Not right now. Not right now. I'm still kind of holding off a little bit on that. But yep, that is what we're looking at. Alrighty. Well, I'll tell you what, my friends. I think we are going to be heading off here pretty soon. We've been live here a little over an hour. It's getting kind of late out there. It's now 11:30. I'll be 21, y'all, in 30 minutes. Or my birthday will be in 30 minutes. Can you believe all that? Hope to see you live Tuesday. Oh, yeah. No, I will for sure be live Tuesday on this event here. I'm going to turn down this brightness. My monitors, for some reason, went up to 100% brightness. They were, like, blinding me right now. But, yeah. But, like I said, I do think we're going to head off here right now. I'm trying to fix all these real quickly. Oh, my gosh. The zip codes keep on coming in here. Let's see here. See, Jaded 71051. 71051. Louisiana, no risk for you right now. I can tell you that. Let's see. Logan, 53901. 53901. Wisconsin, south central portion. You're right on the line. 15% chance right now. 15. All the spamming happy birthdays. Thank you, guys. Thank you, that. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, like I said, I'm turning 21. Holy cow. I'm getting old, y'all. All right, y'all. Well, like I said, I love y'all out there. We're going to do the same thing tomorrow. So make sure y'all join it tomorrow as well. Happy 21st. Thank you so much. Thank you. Like I said, y'all take care. If you have not already, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Eat some cake from me. I will. I will do that. Like I said, hit that subscribe button if you've not already. Like I said, join our Discord, join our Twitter at NWW1162. We have it on. Like I said, we have it on Twitter at NWW1162, and we also, like I said, have our Discord in the description as well. So if y'all would be interested in joining, that is that. And like I said, if you've not already, please leave a like, hit that subscribe button. Greatly appreciate y'all. Love y'all out there. Please stay safe. Like I said, we'll keep y'all updated with the weather and everything going on. All right. So you demand, I don't guess spam haters say happy birthday. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's see. Please like and share. Thank you, Hack. Greatly appreciated. Don't party too hard. No promises. No promises. Yeah, no promises of partying too hard. Thank you, Kyle, for the happy birthday wishes. Same thing for you, Lynn. All you guys, thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, y'all take care out there. Once again, like I said, y'all hit that subscribe button. Leave a like. Be greatly appreciated. Y'all rock. Love y'all out there. Please stay safe. And we'll do more updates on this tomorrow. Sound good? All right. Well, y'all take care. And we will catch you guys here in the next one. Peace out, my friends. Y'all stay safe. And we will see you all here later on.
South winds 15 to 25 miles an hour. Sunday night, mostly clear until midnight, then mostly cloudy with a slight chance of showers after midnight. Not as cool with lows in the mid-40s. South winds 15 to 20 miles an hour. Gusts up to 35 miles an hour until midnight. Chance of rain 20%. Monday, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of showers. Highs in the lower 60s. East winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Monday night, showers likely until midnight, then a chance of showers after midnight. Lows in the lower 50s. East winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Chance of rain 70%. Tuesday, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then partly sunny with showers and thunderstorms likely in the afternoon. Breezy and not as cool, highs in the mid-70s. Chance of rain 70%. Tuesday night, showers and thunderstorms. Breezy with lows in the mid-40s. Chance of rain 90%. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Windy and much cooler. Near steady temperature in the lower 50s. Wednesday night and Thursday, mostly clear. Windy. Lows around 30. Highs in the lower 50s. Thursday night and Friday, partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 30s. Highs in the mid-50s. Friday night and Saturday, partly cloudy. Lows in the upper 30s. Highs in the lower 60s. Again, the forecast for Peoria and surrounding areas of central Illinois for the rest of tonight, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 30s. North winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming southeast after midnight. At 10 p.m. in Peoria, skies were clear. The temperature was 41 degrees, the dew point was 34, and the relative humidity was 76%. The wind was calm. The pressure was 30.1